Depending on how you pronounce this word, I can tell something about you. If you think it's Moroni, you're definitely not LDS. You might be Italian, though. There are a lot of names in the Book of Mormon that are just weird. Here are a few standouts for me. First, we have Anathoth, Iriantum, and my favorite city name of all time, Jacobugoth. You can't tell me that's not the greatest city to possibly live in. I want to live in Jacobugoth. So how did we all collectively decide to pronounce these weird names the same way? Why, of course, there's a pronunciation guide. How convenient. Well, it's got an interesting history. The first one is from 1903 and the latest one from 1981. I wanted to look at some of the weirdest names and see if you're pronouncing them right. This one, for example, I usually just pronounce Pecumeni because it's a one-off name, whatever. But apparently it's supposed to be pronounced Pecumeni, which some people say it that way, but I still think that's weird. So you heard me pronounce this word earlier as Jacobugoth, but apparently it's supposed to be Jacobugath, which I like significantly less. This one I often pronounce Ponchi, just because it kind of makes sense, but according to the pronunciation guide, it's supposed to be pronounced Payankai? Question mark? I don't know, it's weird. All in all, it's a weird pronunciation guide. It doesn't use the IPA, which is usually the language that linguists use to tell each other how to pronounce things, and since it doesn't have that, it's kind of hard to decode sometimes. But as long as you know who I'm talking about, I don't really care. By the way, if you want to hear me say these names in context, you can find me on my Book of Mormon study podcast, where I read one chapter every Monday and Wednesday. See you there.